Hey guys, it's Sash for Con Musica, and today we're talking about the music that's not in 4/4. Let's do it. Now before we go on, just a little bit of technical knowledge. This is what musicians call a time signature. The only number you need to care about right now is the number on top, which is going to tell you how many beats there are in each bar of the song. Now 2s are the little brother of 4s, so you could still be counting them in 8. In fact, it's really likely that you're still counting them in 8. And that's fine, because that works. But it's good to know that there's a whole lot of dance music that is in 2/4, things like Paso Doble and Samba. This group of music, or the triple meter group of music, is huge. The most typical one that you'll know is the waltz. But there's so many others. Now some will be in 3/4, some will be in 3/8, some will even be in 6/8, which is still often felt in 3 because you have 6 counts in the bar, but they're separated into 2 groups of 3. Now 3s can be counted in a few different ways, but one of the most common ways is to use phrase timing. So when we counted in 4/4, we were counting the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we count in phrase timing, we're counting the bars, and we can say 1, 2, 3. The 2, 3 are the beats themselves, and then 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Now if you're using this kind of counting, then you're still going to use the same subdivisions. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 3 and etc. Or 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 2E and a 2E and a 3 and so on and so on and so on. If you're counting for a specific ballet style like mazurka, you'll probably want to reflect the strong rhythm of mazurka in your counting, which means you're definitely going to use those ands and ahs and everything in between. Now another one that's actually in 3 but was in 2 and now is in 4 is the bolero. Now the Spanish bolero, developed in the 1700s, was developed originally in 3/4. The Cuban bolero, which came about in the 1800s, started out through a 2/4 phase and then kind of developed into 4/4, where it is now. If you look into folk music and folk dances around the world, you get some really interesting ways of counting, often by small number groups, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That can lead to some really strange time signatures when you try to translate that into classical Western music theory guidelines. In Bulgaria, for instance, you'll get folk dances with rhythmic structures that are beautiful and intricate and complex, but translate into something really strange like 11/8, 13/8, 15/8, or 25/16. If you look at Greek folk music as well, you'll find the same sort of thing with groupings and asymmetrical time signatures. For instance, Kalamantianos music is felt in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, which translates into 7/8. But then if you look at sheet music, you might see it written as 7/8, or to make it really clear how they want that rhythmic structure to be felt, they'll have 3 plus 2 plus 2 on top of 8. Now this is just the beginning because time signatures can have any number on top as long as it's not a decimal. In fact, to be honest, you probably could have a decimal at some point in the future because contemporary music basically is doing whatever it wants. But I haven't seen it yet. Stravinsky's Ballet, The Rite of Spring has a whole ton of time signature changes into some very interesting time signatures. What you'll feel in the music is so dependent on what style of music you're dancing to. You might never encounter anything that's not in 4/4 with your typical 8 count, and that's fantastic. But another dancer might be feeling these kind of weird time signatures all the time. If there's anything you want me to cover in particular, put it in the comments and I will do my best, and I'll see you next time.